Welcome, SASANS, to this week's SASANS and Dragons. I am Magnus Beasticus, your dungeon master for the evening, and joining us, to my left, your right, is
Maximus Dominus. I play a Goliath Barbarian, level 5. I kill my enemies with a tiny little dagger.
now.
Rumor of the Ever Living. I play a cleric with a mason shield. I do some spells here and there, but
What's your race?
I'm an Asimon. Fallen.
Cleric of the Death Domain as well is very important to know.
A slight, change in alignment a little bit, whatever.
Also, he won't let you forget how royal he is. How
How
royal that blood is
noble.
flowing through his veins.
It's a big deal.
Very big deal. I'm Enzer, and I am a level 5 wild mage Duergar dwarf. Just picture Tim, the name of my character. Also inspired by Tim from the
The Count of Monty Python.
the
Monty
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Drawing a blank there.
I'm Kat, and I play a level 5 barbarian mountain dwarf named Sunky Beerbot, who is also a beer master.
Biermaster. Okay, so these are the players, the characters, the heroes that you'll be following this evening. Last we left our heroes. They were tasked with finding the cure to the king's illness, still unknown to them. They are helping the kingdom of Orenbell's famed alchemist, Terrafin Trislin, to help clear out her grove of a roaming, giant, shambling mound that is just consuming everything in the evergreen forest. When they first saw this giant monstrosity, some creature in Hercheck's bag of holding reached out to him. He knows this creature from the past, usually keeps to himself, but this time he told him that he's familiar with the spirit of this shambling mound, and it will be impossible to continue, but he knows of a way to where they can tame the shambling mound, or at least pacify it for a moment that will give them the opportunity that they need to do whatever they need to do. The only thing is, the only way to appease the shambling mound is to travel 1,000 years in the past to get 2 crowns of the previous king and queen of this kingdom, and assist his past self, 1,000 years younger, in this task. When Penki last tried this, Penki being a humanoid rat of unknown origin and unknown age, he last stole the queen's crown, but they needed both. And so recent Penki sent them back flying in time to infiltrate King Oren, the deceased king, his mausoleum, as well as his queen's mausoleum. The last thing that they did was they pretty much almost desolated most of the primary guard. There's a regiment of knights who are much better trained, and then just your standard fare guards. And they have slain or gotten rid of in some way, shape, or form 6 out of the 8 knights who guarded this mausoleum. Now, we pick up after they have received a map to a maze where it holds the paladin of the knights, possibly even the captain of the knights, who will give them, who has the key to the inner mausoleum and the crypt of King Orenbell and Queen Daphnis. And so, who has the map from last time?
It's in the center.
No, who has the piece of paper to go off of? Is that it? I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's what you meant. So now we're back in the game. Okay, so what is everybody doing as you guys are currently in the eastern spire after having beaten the archer in an archery contest or an axe throwing competition, and he gifted you the map that will lead you to the center of the maze.
Well, let's head on over, I guess, to the center. Maybe these rectangles will make sense once we get there.
Maybe
You
he's
may-
a hunter.
I
No,
thought
he
that
needs-
the-
doesn't
Like
need
maybe
it.
there are 4 rows of shrubberies and they make rectangles and then we just go down the center.
That's not a maze.
It could be.
I thought that the archer was supposed to be able to tell us where the captain was.
Yes, but then it started to get a bit iffy for him, thanks to Big Man over here.
What did I do?
I believe I remember you saying, "Quick, get him," or something along those lines.
That wasn't me. I would never.
We just got excited.
So we should make our way to the center, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there
What was that a failed attempt at getting them out?
Yeah.
So the
hold on,
maze
this
is
is
in between the
east?
northern wall and the northern the northern wall of the fortress and the northern wall of the inner mausoleum. Just this top row right there.
Is there a doorway leading outside?
Where you guys
Towards
are,
the
yes.
center of the-
From your experience, all spires usually have doorways leading to the next spire, as well as a doorway leading to the courtyard.
On over.
I'm
I
gonna
say we head up to the spire and
Wait,
see if there's.
Which one?
Wait, you said we're at the east
We're in this
spire,
one.
right?
East spire, yeah.
This one. We head up. That
To
way
the
we.
top?
I'm only laughing because I saw stable relationship.
We head up. and
Somebody
then,
has graffitied on the map that I drew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Barack Obama.
Who would write
Um,
these things?
From the top, maybe we can see into this encampment or mausoleum. See if there are any patrols in the central area.
So
Wait, where are we going?
I'll stay down at the bottom.
Well, I'd go up top, but I'd like a barbarian to go with me.
I'll go with you.
Did we kill anybody here recently? Are there dead bodies around?
There are no. Oddly enough, there are no dead bodies
Wow,
in
that's strange.
or around where you guys currently take up.
Okay. Alright, never mind then.
Dead bodies who failed to believe your story.
Yeah, I know.
We're big friends.
So who's going? Yeah, you two
Buddies
are
and
going up.
pals.
Yep.
Tim and Thunke. You guys go up having a relatively having a sense of safety because you just got rid of the person who was up in the spire. You guys just walk up, make it to the top, undo the latch slowly just in case there's anybody else up there. Nobody is up there, and you guys can make your way on top of the spire.
So nobody's up in the immediate area, but if I look to the north and south, on the pathways, that's clear too?
The pathways are clear, but the other spires do have people on top of them now.
Is
you
there
actually
a,
see, as you look across the way in the northeast or northwestern spire, one that you knew was clear, you actually see the latch come open and a guard come up on top and ready his bow and start looking out.
So is there a wall on each side of the path?
Yeah, there is.
How high?
About chest high.
Okay. Then I'm going to try to stay lower than the height of the wall and like crawl over to the I don't know. The wall, the inner wall.
So there's an archer on every other spire but the one that you're on.
Which way is the archer facing?
He's facing outward,
Are
away from you.
all is anybody facing towards me? at any of the spires or on
The central western spire is. He's keeping an eye on the inside of the mausoleum.
Okay. And this hexagon in the center of the mausoleum area. How high is that structure?
That structure is a little bit lower than the walls.
Oh. So could, if we darted across from the spire that we're in on the ground level to the central structure, could the archer on the west spire
No.
see us? Okay,
He cannot.
so we're obstructed. Okay, then I'm going to wait until that. First of all, how far away is it from this spire to that spire?
About 150, 200 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna basically like peek up and try and keep an eye on that guard, and I'm gonna wait to see if he looks away at all. If there's any kind of pattern in his movement, you know, typical video game, like, is he ever gonna look away kind of thing.
What's his pattern?
After analyzing it for a few minutes, you notice that the northwest and southwest spire guards are compensating for him looking inside. So they're looking more outward and towards the center as well, and he is just fully scanning the inside. Ever since the Inquisitor upped the security, inside of the mausoleum has been a little bit more tight.
Okay. Mage hand, how far does that go?
No way that far.
You're sure?
Absolutely not.
You're cannon.
You're right. It only goes 30 feet. Okay. Then I'm just gonna pop my head over just enough to scan the ground level as much as I can see in that area to do a count of any personnel that's in the area, and yeah, see what kind of weapons they got.
Okay, roll a perception check. As you remember, most of the people's weapons here, you can't tell what they are, because normally they're just silver batons that become their weapon of choice when they activate it.
11.
You see stables to the south, closer to the entrance. That's what this is here. And you definitely see sort of an expansion of this wall coming in towards the courtyard. That is the again what is written on the map as barracks. So it's the sleeping area for most of the guard. And you only see one patrol, a guy walking up and down this length right here. You do see someone like with a pitchfork shoveling or pitchforking hay from one area to the next.
Any doors that are facing me on that hexagonal?
No, there are none.
That sucks. Okay. I'm gonna look at Thunky and be like, let's go back down. And then I'm gonna duck walk over back to the hatch and go down.
Okay, you guys reunite with each other. He relays to you what he saw, I imagine.
No doors, huh?
No, I think we're gonna have to go straight into the doorway. When we saw that gate that we passed.
Okay.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Wait, hold on. So the maze is, I mean, I guess I failed to say it because I thought it was obviously written up here, but the maze is outside of the inner mausoleum.
It's
Okay.
like right there.
This central hexagon is the inner mausoleum.
Uh-huh.
The maze is in the courtyard on the northern side, above the inner mausoleum.
Oh, I thought because
says it
said
right there.
It said a maze, and then
So the
There's a
barracks are
question
obviously outside of the.
to me that says like the question mark is the maze.
No. Nope. So the maze is outside, making it significantly easier to get to.
Okay.
Because you're looking for the captain to get the key to the inner mausoleum, who is in the maze, which would make no sense if the captain was in the maze inside the inner mausoleum with the key to the inner mausoleum.
That would make that maze a whole lot harder.
Just a little bit.
Well. Oh yeah. Okay. In that case, I think we should continue to go north. Through this hallway, north. And then come out the doorway closest to the maze, right there.
So this one?
Nope.
Couldn't we
This
just go
one.
back to when we were
There's
just
no
at?
doorway.
Yeah, there's
in
no
between.
doorway.
You've been in that hallway.
There's no
Oh,
door
so the
to it.
hallways don't have doors to
No.
them? Shit.
Some you remember the kitchen does, but the others that you've seen do not.
Can we just go back to where we came?
No. No, that's south. That's
No, like come back to over here, to where the kitchen was.
that's too
Kitchen?
much ground to cover. We're gonna run into way too many people. Let's just try to get to this spire, and then maybe see if there's safe straight line distance.
Okay, but what if
Didn't we already kill everybody though?
what if we go into the stable, kill the guy that's in the stable, hide in barrels of hay, and shimmy our way over to the maze and open cover?
This isn't
Huh?
an episode of
Or
Scooby-Doo.
What is this Scooby-Doo you speak of?
Penki could just cloak us.
Yeah, let's do that.
And as you all turn to Penki expectantly, he goes,
That's presumptuous of all of you.
Well, Penki,
I mean,
Can
just
you
put
do it?
another wall up.
I've
But
got some tricks up my sleeve, but to cloak all of you again, what is this, the third time now?
second.
I'm running low on fuel.
third time's a charm, you know.
It's a good saying.
It's a great saying.
If you have a way for me to get a full night's sleepy sleep, then I will assuredly cast invisibility on all of you.
Yeah, Pinky's covered in hair, right? He's a rat. Pinky, I promise you that I will stroke your hair until you fall asleep. You will have the best night of sleep ever.
Nobody has ever touched me since millennia ago.
I will pet you for a solid hour. Scratches behind the ears and everything.
if he turns you all invisible,
Yeah.
go roll a perception or a persuasion roll.
Hey man, we need it.
And you see his eyes sort of glaze over as he's imagining it. Another being touching him willingly.
Wait, what did you say?
Persuasion.
So 15.
He looks down and sort of ponders to himself, and you can see him you can hear him muttering as he whips his head one way. You all go invisible.
Yay! Alright, let's head over to
Can
the
we
maze.
see ourselves, or are we all just straight up invisible?
But know that no matter the pets next time, I won't be able to do it again.
I reassuredly pat Pinky's back.
And it's greasy and clumpy.
All right, let's just.
And
we're
even
invisible,
even
let's
that
head straight
sends
out.
a
We don't need
shiver
to.
down
We
his
don't need
spine.
to walk down another hallway. Just walk straight out into the courtyard.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
$15.
Totals for everybody?
12.
With advantage?
Yep.
Did we add any? Oh no, man. So just 14.
You would add your dexterity.
14.
Okay. So where you're going out of the central door and just going straight to the maze?
Mhm.
Okay.
Slowly,
You guys
quietly.
slowly open the door, and sure enough, as Tim described, there is somebody just like scooping hay, throwing it over his shoulder to your left, inside of the stables. And then as the guard starts walking south towards the guy sweeping the hay, you guys quickly keep your backs towards the barracks and sort of duck underneath the windows, and you make it all the way to the northern wall, and you look to your left, and the entire section in between the northern wall and the mausoleums, the inner mausoleums wall, is just this maybe 12-foot tall hedge maze of just beautifully green bushes, and there's one entrance, and in the entrance you can definitely see that it doesn't go straight through. It's just, it turns almost immediately.
Let's go. We're moving.
Yeah.
We're moving.
We're entering.
Okay, so what's the marching order?
Second.
I'm in the
first.
middle.
Who has the map?
Whoever's first.
No.
Second.
Yes, I give it to Tim.
Tim has the map.
Okay,
I'll
so
have the map.
who's first?
Me. Where's Barkir?
I always-
Noble should be up front.
What are you talking about? Our armor is made of commoners. We just send them out to be. We're on horses. we're on horseback while they're on foot.
Our armor's made out of commoners. Son of a bitch. So the way I've been spelling Hercheck is H-E. Is it H-E or H-U?
H-E.
Okay, Hercheck, you're good. Hercheck, Tim, who's
Hercheck.
who else is? Sorry, who's behind Tim?
Oh, I am.
Alright.
It's like, I want the bed over here.
I'll be in front or behind Penki. Doesn't matter.
You guys get the sense that when you guys go invisible or or try and hide, you cease to even have a clue as to where Penki is, unless he speaks to you. So saying front or behind Penki, you don't actually trying to get a sense of your surroundings. You don't even see his footprints. And Tim has the map?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so as you guys approach the head maze, Tim, as you guys are starting to enter, you're looking at the map to try and make sense of how this could have any importance as to the specific path that you're going right now, seeing just the two rectangles. And Hercheck steps into the maze and continues walking, and you sort of look around a little while. And as you pass the barrier, it's almost as if there's no deviating paths for you. Like, it just opens up, and you see the hedges shift and move out of the way, and shift and move out of the way as you've gone into this barrier ever so slightly. And you can see maybe about down this straight line about 40 meters, what looks to be statues and like butterflies and smaller hedges and a fountain.
Well, that fountain's not on the map, but I'm thirsty. Let's head that way.
And as you're walking forward, you can still see hedges just like shuffling themselves out of the way as you're just walking through this maze. So you guys are approaching when you break the maze, the narrow path of the tall hedges, it opens into this garden with 4 statues, all similar, just in regal positions with their hands on the hilt of their blade. And a fountain on the opposite side of them, and in the center of this garden, in the center of the 4 statues, you see the shining armor of a knight who's in prayer or meditation. He's on his knees in sort of the Japanese style, blade in hands both on the blade in front of him on the handle, and his forehead is touching it. And you guys are maybe 20 feet away now.
Is there anything else besides these statues?
It just looks like this really peaceful garden. There are
Any
flowers.
signage?
There are flowers circling the inner heart of this maze. There are no signs, really. It just looks like a very peaceful garden.
Does
Pardon me?
the statue of the person praying
There's no statue. That's a person of a person. So all the
Oh.
statues are standing and circling this person. And they're all elven. Their armor looks more archaic and much older than what he's wearing, but he's wearing full silver and blue plate mail. And he's, again, down in sort of the Templar praying position.
I'm gonna tap on Hercheck's back, not say anything, but be like, that's me gesturing. Like, he moves, I shoot him, I blast him with a firebolt. Just whisper, we should try to be political with this guy.
As
Yeah,
that
but if he gets crazy.
As that thought crosses your mind, you all hear speaking out from this, what you now assume to be the paladin. He goes, "It appears this mausoleum was doomed even before you entered. Trusted with treachery, weakness, and fools to guard its walls. Should I fail, know that your fate does not deviate, for we are not the largest obstacles that you face in between you and your goal. I ask that one of you face me in a duel. Should you win, I will bequeath unto you the key to that which you desire. Should I lose, I will give up everything I have to you." Wait, should I win? Sorry.
It's like,
You
oh,
all
wow.
turn yourselves in. And the loser loses his life.
Turn ourselves in.
Alright.
Where-
Check. Are you the strongest?
And he's still in a kneeling position. Choose your champion. And I wait.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe we should
suppose.
huddle.
I say we huddle first.
We are
As
huddling.
butterflies
huddle.
are sort of almost loosely collected around him. They're pretty omnipresent throughout this garden, but it almost seems like there's an aura around him that the butterflies are attracted to.
This dude's magical as fuck.
We're gonna.
You guys are still
turn
invisible,
in.
by the way.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
Because
let's
I
just,
cannot see you, but I know.
we, yeah, might
you
as
are
well just
there.
drop invisibility.
So, regardless of who faces him, if you start to lose, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him. And then more firebolts.
Who's-
We're not giving up.
Who's
He's going
who's
down
gonna
no
do it?
matter what. He's dead. He's dead.
Are you gonna do it, Hercheck?
Yeah, I guess.
Can I? I'm gonna be like, Hercheck, I have faith in you. And then pat him on the shoulder and give him an inspiration dice.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
you can. You can.
Oh,
You can bequeath your inspiration dice to other players.
all right then.
So are we allowed to help him out by casting spells on him or no? This is like a duel that's
Yeah, if you can buff me
Purely-
up.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
a-
he's got
it is
buffs.
This is a duel between men,
It's like me and the hand axe throwing.
between individuals with their own individual power.
Um,
Should you
very
taint
well. Very Very well.
So I don't know the
This holy
technicalities of this
tradition.
place, but can I use shield on him?
I mean, you can
Remy, do you have any healing?
Won't he just dispel magic?
try.
Try.
I have healing, yeah, I
Use
can
shield
heal
on
you.
who?
Can you hear me a little bit?
Yes,
Hercheck.
yes.
Oh.
That is
Does anybody else have?
Who is who and where?
Okay, I will.
Like this is
Where
the.
fuck is it?
I don't know. This was next to me, so I'm gonna use it.
Wait, is that Magnus?
Oh, I don't know. Are you using it?
Okay,
Oh, I mean, he doesn't quite look
so
like
how
that.
much
He's
do you need?
like his face is
I
obscured.
need like 20
Oh,
points.
here. You can be.
I'm gonna take a normal
Alright,
potion
so
before we
no,
go in.
you're fine. I'm gonna cast.
I guess
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Hercheck as a level 3. So it's
Whoa.
like
You're
glowing
yeah, you're
hands.
so fucking kind.
Like
Level
here
3.
you are. You
How
fool.
much is that?
3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So
roll it.
3d8 plus 4.
Roll it.
Is that you?
Yeah.
These are the statues.
So
Oh, God.
1 plus
One.
4.
I knew that.
No, you don't do it every time.
Oh, so then 1, 5,
6,
Mm,
5
you're right.
11. What's your spell casting?
plus 4.
No.
15
Cheers.
points.
Yay!
Alright. Sweet. And
So is
then
that
I'm
him?
gonna also pop
And
a
I'm
normal
going to.
potion.
No,
That's the
Okay.
cat.
No, it's fine.
Nope,
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna do
It's,
healing hands.
it's fine. Don't worry about
It's a move I can do once a day.
it. Well, then save it just in case we get into a brawl.
It's only
It's fine.
It's only 5 points.
Were
of
you
healing.
almost dead?
No, I just want to be at full health when I'm facing this guy. Makes sense, right?
It's an automatic 5 points of health though.
What? Well,
Yeah.
then, fine, do it.
So I'd do my like once a daily healing hands, where I'd again my hand glows. I'd place them on his back and his other shoulder, and just pat him a little bit, but lightly, just like 2 fingers. 'Cause I don't want to touch his
Oh,
Alright.
that's really
Skin, yeah.
nice.
Alright, I am.
I didn't know
I'm
you
topped
liked us
off
like
now.
that.
And it does 5 points. health.
I'm
It's
gonna-
not-
So we're like,
Step in the center, and we shall find out whose fate
That
is
was my
strongest.
inspiration.
oh, was the inspiration your hook?
Was that really?
Use it as a crutch, man.
As he kneels up,
I'm
you-
gonna step in really serious. I'm just gonna be like stone face, really calm, step into the center, like, and I'm gonna hold out my hand for honor.
he slowly raises, as if there's no fighting between any muscle in his body. It's just such a smooth raise, and he walks towards you and does the forearm shake.
Whoa.
Strength check.
Let's see whose fate is stronger this day. We shall. He like pushes you back
As I step
and-
backwards, and I just
Yeah. He
like
starts
samurai style
walking
on the
backwards
dagger.
in a clockwise motion, and you see him hold his baton out, and this electrical mace appears. As-
And I'm gonna take out the dagger and just go. And nothing. He didn't see anything. He
He,
just-
you can sense the barest hint of humor sort of go across his features. You can see his mouth.
I
in the
probably
center.
should have fought this one.
And you don't know.
Why?
Actually, you don't have any stats for that
Aren't you
weapon.
really
1d12. That's it.
No.
No, it was a D10 plus a
spells.
D6 force damage.
He
Oh,
has
yeah.
a dagger.
And in his opposing hand, he has
I don't even have it written down.
this pure silver shield with him. Okay, roll initiative.
You got this. 20. Oh.
Okay, you go first.
You see him hold his mace up to his mouth, and he mutters a few words, and it starts to radiate with energy, and he is going to just run straight at you and try and mace you to the face. As
Ah!
Does 13 hit your armor class?
No.
As at the last second he jumps and almost like Superman tries to slam it in you, and you just duck out of the way, and he continues with the spin and comes up, tries to crack you down onto your head. Where's the one I just used? Natural 20.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay,
Was he
so
raging?
huh?
No.
So 7 times 2. Well, actually, hold on, 7 and then 2 and then he is going to divine smite you as well. As yeah, he misses you. You just barely duck out of the way. One of the spikes almost cutting your eyebrow, and he spins around and jumps up into the air, and you can see the electricity start to form straight above it and shoot down onto the maul as he brings it down onto you. You just duck your head out of the way just in time for it to slam into your shoulder, and you go down onto one knee, and you take 18. You didn't rage yet. 18 plus, he's divine smiting, plus 8, 26 points of, sorry.
Dang.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 4 points of lightning damage, and you take
Jesus fucking Christ.
and you take another 8 points of radiant damage.
So 14, 6, and 8.
A total of 26 damage.
26 damage.
You're not raging, so it doesn't really matter what kind of damage it is right now.
He
Tim, roll a
literally
perception
brought
check.
me to half health in one fucking crit.
What? Roll a perception check.
$17.
What the hell? Okay, what are you doing?
Raging. And then I'm just going straight for double attacks. Or right onto him.
Okay.
Not reckless. $18 for the first one.
Misses. He's wearing plate armor with a shield.
Let's do it. Do it. Fucking do it. This is not gonna end well. We have to do it now.
As you miss this shot and he takes a step back, he looks into your eyes and he says, "What are you made of? Are you a man? How were you born into this world?"
I don't give a shit.
Alright.
Fucking making 2 overpowered goddamn characters. Piece of shit.
Captain!
Same fucking thing.
Same thing? Oh, yeah. He
I'm
steps back.
gonna fire a firebolt at him.
Um,
I'm gonna do it like this too.
whoopsh.
The trick shot.
It's fucking dumb. Literally brought me to half health in one fucking attack.
He used one of his divine smites in order to do that.
Fucking crazy. And over 18. Fuck this. Last D&D session ever.
What?
Fucking done with this game.
You gave
What?
up so quickly.
What? Hold on. Okay. Do I need to do anything here?
Okay. Yes, everybody needs to roll initiative. You can get this off,
Ooh.
but know that Hercheck is in your fireball's range, which is what you said you were going.
Firebolt.
Oh, you said firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
then
have fireball.
yeah.
Wait, do I?
Then I want everybody to roll
Alright,
initiative after
firebolt.
this.
Well,
I just want you to understand, Max, that this is more even than you think it is. And it's too late now.
No, it's fine.
He rolled a natural 20, by the way, which is
I
what took
got
you down
that.
to half health.
2 attacks over 18 didn't hit twice? No. No. I'm not going to hit him.
You hit him. You only rolled an 11.
Twice.
Yeah, but you only
you had
rolled
rolled
an 11.
If you had rolled a 12, you would have got him.
Well, no. Not fucking worth
Okay.
it.
I bolted at
It's
him.
not worth it. It's a waste of time.
Okay.
That was not successful.
You will all suffer for eternity.
You missed. He catches it with his mace, as in like it hits his mace and he just deflects it off, and it hits the base of one of the statues. Yeah, and now everybody roll initiative except for you, Hercheck, and Tim.
Wait,
got
except for me?
Oh wow.
And
I
sorry,
know.
and
3 rounds of fucking combat would have been fine.
he lets you know that his what'd you say? 3
So-
rounds of combat.
Yeah, another 3 rounds, I would have hit him. Finally. Oh man, look at that balance. Plate armor. God damn.
Yes, he does let you know that Fanir will be the one to dance on your corpses today. And you see just a smirk go across his face as this firebolt impacts the statue. What did everybody get for initiative?
17.
6.
13.
Okay, so he's up and he's going to come at you again with. Now you start to hear this sort of like guttural laughter coming from him as he's turned from a nobleman to almost this paladin berserker, and he's just gonna rush you again. Shit. 7 plus 14.
Yeah, it's
Okay. You're raging, so that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage reduced, and then 2 points of electric damage, so totaling 4 points. And he's gonna attack you again. Well, just so 14 plus 5, 19. Wow, 2 points of damage.
is it reduced?
Yeah, your shoulder, you lean your shoulder, just the leather of your shoulder pauldron into one of his blows, just negating the physical portion of it, but still that electric trail behind it managed to curl its way into your pauldron.
And singe your shoulder.
Next up is
Wait, he has to roll 2 dexterity saving throw for end of my turn raging.
wow, 1.
10 points of lightning damage.
Which is reduced to half.
And lightning resistance.
You took 5?
No, he took 5.
You have.
I'm
confused.
Path of the Storm Herald.
So what just happened?
He has an effect where at the end of his turn, if he's raging, like imagine just a lightning streak coming out of the ground and
Oh, shit.
secondarily attacking his opponent.
Yep.
Okay, you have wait. Next up is okay. So I want what was everybody's passive perception again?
14.
Roll a perception check.
Mine is
11 plus 14. Maybe I'm sure what you did with that or what?
11 plus. So yours is
My
14.
passive perception is 14. Yeah.
No. Okay. So roll a dexterity saving throw.
16.
As you
anything.
look, where is everybody on the map?
I-
So that's you.
I think
That's
I
you.
Still walked into
I
the
need
door.
you.
That's
Amanda.
Sure.
So you scan the battlefield, thinking that there has to be a reason why he's so confident, and you look at at this statue right here, and you can see that it's slowly spinning, and by the time you notice that it's spinning, somehow it's already facing you, and what'd you roll on your dexterity saving throw?
16.
Yeah, you managed to just barely move out of the way of a lethal blow as it darts in your direction.
It's super fast.
Yeah, and just opens up its blade. Let's see.
Okay.
You take 12 points of slashing
Oh.
damage as it just.
I thought I got that. No, I didn't get it.
Oh, sorry. You take 6 points. It's reduced to half.
I was like, what is it?
You take 6 points of slashing damage. Next up is... Where is my thingy? Did anybody?
It's under your laptop.
Is it? Who put it there? Next up is Thunky.
Do I not get to go?
They got their initiative above yours. And Fanir got the highest initiative.
So. Is there any type of cover? Or is it just open garden?
There's a guy behind us right now.
There are bushes that I'll draw
It's
in.
made out of rock. And I don't have my. Do I have my great axe now? Or no?
No, you don't. You have your javelins, though.
Do I have hand axes? No, I threw them. Wait, no, I retrieved them.
Yeah.
I'm in the bush.
Oh.
Ah.
Just move you right there.
So wait, this was a statue,
Yeah, no.
and now this,
Now it's over.
Oh, he's
there.
over here.
but the statue is now attacking us.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's more of like a single movement. It's not like actively moving. It's more like it was. Yeah. So the glyph that you saw is now gone.
Okay. I would like to pick up the largest rock or pebble near me,
Okay.
and I would like to throw it at this statue and then immediately run this way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if your rock. Actually, I would just say you pick up the rock and you throw it, and then you just sprint over. Is that fine?
Did it do anything?
No, it doesn't.
No,
You should also do something with your necklace.
it's my necklace.
You're
He's telling you to rage.
Yeah, I'm telling
Oh.
you to get ready to rage.
Yeah.
Don't always think
I'll
about
just,
that.
yeah. Next time.
Don't.
Next time,
Still your
No,
turn.
I mean like, oh, it's still my turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then, can I rage and go after this guy?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Each of these represents 5 feet. So let's see. You are right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you could just go after him.
Is raging
I
a
have
full
speed
action
of
or a bonus
35.
action?
Bonus action. Oh, then perfect. As you pick up the rock, technically it's a little bit more, but whatever. It's chucking a pebble.
Okay, and then
And you have 2 attacks.
Alright, so I guess I'll use the blunt side of my javelin and then just try to like ram it into
Okay, the
I'll-
blunt side
I'll
does
ram it
have a
into,
metal
like-
cap on it, so...
right here in his neck. Like a thinner portion of stone.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack. Gotta beat 10.
Oh, 11.
Then yeah, you got them.
Cool.
They're statues. They're not trying to dodge.
Seven.
As the butt of it impacts the neck, you hear, but it doesn't completely shatter or decapitate it. But it looks like you did a hefty amount of damage.
Oh, okay.
you had a +2 for raging, right? So weapon damage, so
A
javelin.
few more cracks appear.
Yeah, okay. So then I guess I'll do the same thing.
All right,
says-
go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay, sorry, one more time. Under rage it says 3, so do I add 3 points instead of 2 points for raging?
No, 2.
What?
No.
Okay. Okay, so
You
I'll
can
just
rage
do the
3
same
times
thing.
a day.
Oh,
right?
that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Which
It's kind of down, but
you guys should. I feel like possibly you might be running out of rages.
I feel like this is my last rage.
Yeah, I think this is my last one as well. If not, I win over one.
Okay.
Necessity of just going forward.
So the next one I got a 9, which doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. You managed to butt it against the shoulder of it on its way up to the neck, which is made out of a little bit hardier stuff. I believe, Hercheck, you're up now.
Alright, I'm gonna go 2 more attacks on Old Bean.
Go for it.
Nope. Nope. Wow.
Just guards it with his shield and smacks the other attack out of the way with his mace. And he goes, "It looks like this is going to be a little bit of or less of a last stand than I was intending." Varkir, you're up.
So I'm gonna do inflict wounds on the statue in front of me.
You okay there?
Okay.
Yeah, as you just notice it, it zips past you and cuts you, and you're just looking at it, and you cast inflict wounds on it. Does it make a saving
Well,
throw? Or?
It's a melee like attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's a melee spell attack, I guess. Like nope.
You have to beat 10. I think you do, don't you?
That's a 6.
Yeah,
Plus my
but
spell. Oh, my spell attack mod is 6. Yeah.
there you go. Okay.
That's 12. All right, sweet. So then it's 3d10.
3D. Go for it.
Necrotic damage. D10. 10. Is that 1 or 10?
That is.
10.
I think that's 1 because 0 is 10.
Oh.
Ah, okay. So 1. 7.
3d10.
And 3.
11 points
Yay,
of
necrotic damage.
damage. As you see, do you have anything else after that?
Do you add anything to that?
No, it's just necrotic damage. Instantaneous.
You see Thunky come up right past you and inflict the damage. Seeing the spider web of cracks in its neck, you jump up and with your mace just decapitate it. The head goes flying off into the bushes somewhere, sending butterflies scattering. And Tim, I believe your time is now.
Wait,
Unless
is
you want
he
to
dead,
move or you have a
or-
bonus action.
Is he dead or is he good?
He's there without a head.
Oh.
You're not quite sure just yet.
I guess I will move over towards. What can I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I can move. I'll move behind Hercheck for a little bit.
Move behind Hercheck?
Yeah. Like not directly behind him, but like a little canted off to the side, but like 5 feet from him.
Okay. Tim, you're up.
I'm gonna yell, Hercheck, I'll help ya! And then I'll like start swirling my hands around and essentially cast shield on him,
Oh wow, nice. Well,
which adds 5 to your AC.
that's great.
Wish I had that at the beginning. Oh, no, it still wouldn't matter. Fucking cheating with loaded dice over there.
Just picture like blue energy coalescing around you.
Ooh, okay.
Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, a little bit of electricity.
Oh shit, fucking powered up now. I'll probably not hit him again.
Okay. Is that your entire turn?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a perception check. Don't worry about it.
9.
Nothing.
It's a solid 9.
Yeah.
Upside down. It's
Just a
20.
typical battle in front of you with some statues.
What's your favorite Final Fantasy? Eh? Know your DM. 9 is a 20,
Advantage on
right?
everything. So he's gonna come and he's gonna jump at you. He still giving off the energy that this is a duel between you and him, not worried about anybody else. He's gonna attack you again. 14 plus 5 plus.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of electric damage. 8 points total, and he's going to pump a divine smite in there again. 8 and 5. You take 13 points of radiant damage.
Wait. Did it beat your AC?
Yeah.
With +5?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? I'm rolling really good here. 18 plus
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Anything above a 14 is gonna hit me.
You have 19.
But your additives.
Yeah, but you said anything. Oh, I see what you said. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so 5 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 2 points of bludgeoning damage with 4 points of electric damage.
I'm in single digits.
As he's just
from 61.
beating you
in
backwards.
2 rounds of combat.
Yeah, this holy paladin fighting for
Man,
his,
what a
his
good
deceased
duel.
king.
Wow. That was a really
You're
even.
rolling really low, and,
really
and I'm
even
rolling
fight.
atypically high. Okay, I will say that.
Just use his same die.
Just use it. Say that. Well, yeah, that one normally doesn't do it well for me, but okay. So next up is Thunky. You are up.
Oh. So that guy hasn't moved at all? Alright.
Break his body just in
Yeah,
case.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take my javelin and then try to like ram him in the stomach and see if it does anything.
The statue?
Yeah.
So okay, so it's not moving though. You
Well,
don't
you
exactly
did.
know that it's going to attack you again. Does that make sense? So it attacked Varkir with one movement and then stopped completely. It hasn't moved since.
So it's like he goes, you know, and then it just freezes.
Yeah, and then his head has been exploded off. So if you think that Thunky would genuinely believe that it's still a threat, then go ahead and attack it. But
Nah, he wouldn't. But he would like look at it with squinty eyes and then
I will
walk
say that
away.
in the behind you, there's silence coming from this enemy, but behind you, you just hear Hercheck getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna turn around and can I run full speed at this guy with my 2 javelins
Yeah.
and reckless attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
the eyes.
2
Is this- yeah,
d20s.
is his face showing or does he have a?
It's like
mask?
the bottom of his mouth is showing, and you can see his eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to head for that.
Again, if you want to specifically hit something, I'm just gonna raise the AC of it.
Okay, no.
But if
I won't do that.
you'll hit regardless if you don't meet that requirement.
I won't do that. Oh, wait, what?
As in, there's no downside.
Okay,
To
yeah,
try.
I'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
This
Should've been-
song is
Forgot.
mainly for him, like it's his last stand.
It's
Oh,
been
you're
too
wild.
long. I forgot.
What are you looking for?
How to reckless attack? Is it
Just
just
twice.
advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is just advantage. So roll
Okay.
2 d20s.
The enemy also has advantage on you until your next turn.
Oh. 26.
20. Yeah, definitely hits. Roll your second attack really quickly.
Wait. 17.
No, doesn't make it. Go ahead and roll your damage for the first javelin. Oh, 6. Nice.
13.
13 points of damage. Wait, how do you have a 7 modifier?
Because it says it's +5, and then he says that it's +2 if you're raging.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. Yes.
Strength +2.
So he leans his head out of the way of one as your other goes right into his collarbone and pushes him back about 5 feet, separating him from Hercheck. Hercheck, you can do an attack of opportunity if you want.
Sure.
Yay!
You did it.
Whoa! Oh my god! Damage! Oh my god! What a good battle.
Or you would just
Yeah, I need a D
Yeah.
D10 and a D6.
Okay, use your D10.
6, 9.
9 or 6?
Nine.
Dot,
9. 15 points of slashing and 4 points force damage. So in total, 19 points of
Wait a minute.
damage.
Is this a D10? This is like a other thing? Okay, so why was I using
That
this?
one's more for like percentage dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
no zeros.
You only see the a shadow before you are bear hugged by this statue, and it lifts
Oh,
you
me.
up in the air. Yeah, and you have no saving throw against it. You are considered grappled currently.
Oh yeah, well, I'm doing this. That's right.
Wait, what?
Hugging it back.
He just wants love.
just
And
the
yeah,
shadow,
you are
bro.
now currently grappled. And Hercheck, you're up.
Alright, for
this one.
bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to take a greater potion of healing.
Okay.
What is Penki doing?
Keeping us
doing
all
Penki
invisible.
things.
Fucking Penki, dude.
Hanky pig
Keeping us invisible.
in the garden. That's what he's doing.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points healing back to me. Thank God. And then I'm going to take 2 attacks at him.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Hey, alright, cool. Where's my dice? Where are my dice?
Are all of these your dice?
No. I never bring out the D10 because I don't have any D10 weapons until this point. Bye. 1, 5, 7 points of slashing and 2 points force. For the first, that was for the second attack. The first one missed.
Okay. Sweeping the blade upward, him sort of after the last attack, he was caught off guard. After this one, as soon as you hit him again, when the point of the dagger doesn't even make contact, you see this sort of wise look in his eyes, like I fucking am onto you now. Okay. Are you doing anything with your movement?
No.
I guess you're. You had inspiration too. I just realized.
Wouldn't have helped.
It would have maybe for the first few attacks. Varkir, you're up.
So I can see in between those two right now. I can see the paladin guy.
Yes.
So I guess I'm gonna see he's doing some pretty hefty attacks. I'm gonna try and shoot him with a ray of enfeeblement on him.
Jeez.
Like, do a ranged attack. Let's
Sounds
see.
bad.
That just makes it's like target deals half damage with wall weapon attacks that use strength.
Like tuckered him out.
16 plus 6.
So 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits. I'm sorry.
Mm.
What does it do again? I wasn't.
It make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength. The target must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of his turns to end this effect.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
Basically, he
awesome.
deals half damage right now.
Okay. You guys are just battering him backwards. Tim, you're up. Oh, never mind. You're not. Not anymore.
Well,
Does he get a chance to
gotta
break
go
it?
to the bathroom?
Yeah, can I
You gotta
try and
go.
break it?
No. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. How much damage did you do?
5, 7 points slashing, 2 points force.
You look tired.
He just keeps it.
Just keeps what?
It's just
All right.
I'm at
just
least
keep
using
going.
my bonus
Yeah,
action. to
something we don't
scream.
know.
okay. It's it's a
Whoa.
concentration spell on
Alright.
it's concentration on his part. So it's
Huh.
not you can't break it. Somebody has to damage him enough. And he is up again.
He's being real careful.
And he is just going to take his mace around. Well, actually, first, he's going to summon a holy weapon, which is just going to be a warhammer, and it's going to follow his arm movements. So he's going to take a swing at you, Hercheck, to try and just like get you out of the way. 8 plus 5 is 13 plus... Oh, it'd be impossible. So if I get a 4, you get 18. And yours is 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just whiffs it as you dodge out of the way. And then now he's going for you, Thunky,
No.
with an 11 plus 16
I'll let him out.
plus... Where's my... Where's my...
I have to poop. I have to poop.
19. God. Does that hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Do any of these attack use strength as the modifier?
They do, so she takes 3
Attack.
points of bludgeoning damage. Oh! Oh, you motherfuckers. I haven't been adding his strength the whole time. It's weird playing with it.
What?
Yeah.
I would have been dead.
So yeah, you guys are... I'm not gonna retcon that,
Jesus
but
fucking
so...
Christ. What
6
an
points
enemy.
of bludgeoning damage, 9 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4 points of bludgeoning damage on you, Thunky, with 2 points of electric damage, totaling 6 points of damage. Are you raging?
Yes.
So then
So it's
6 plus 9 is 4. So 2 points, so 4 points total is how much
Huh.
you take off. Yeah, I love it. It's really hot right now. And yeah, he just barely nicks your forearm with the javelin embedded in his shoulder, and it's enough to rip the javelin out of his collarbone. And his holy weapon is going to take it's going to follow his mace, and it's going to take a swipe at you. Do the gold one.
Ah.
The last stand for our party.
All of us. Yeah.
Well, I hope that didn't add any kind of crazy interference.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half, so 5. So you take a total of 9 points of damage.
Who are you talking to?
Thunky. As you can see blood coming, sort of trickling down his collarbone and his mouth and sort of onto his plate. Yes.
Donkey?
No, Fanir. And it's Thunky, you're up now.
Can I recklessly try to attack him with my second javelin?
Yeah.
Like just bounce back and be like, ah!
So just yeah.
Yeah.
You do still have 2 attacks though.
Oh, okay. So what happens to my other javelin? So it fell out of his collarbone. Can I pick it up? Or
Yeah, no,
like-
you still have both your javelins. He just
Oh,
batted
okay.
your forearm
Oh,
away,
okay,
and
I
you
see.
you ripped the javelin out with it.
I see. All right, then I'll attack with both of them. So first one, 23.
Yes.
27.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is 10. And the second one is 8.
8. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I would like to turn around and then take this first javelin and just stab it right into his neck. Yeah. And then I'd like to take the second one and then use my first javelin as leverage and like kind of like hoist myself up and then go like straight in between his eyes.
So you're using it to climb up him and then just.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You with the first one jam it into his jugular and reverse your grip and pull yourself up as you use that leverage to just take the other one and bring it down, and you can hear the metal as you pry his helmet away from his face, and it just goes right down his jugular. And there's like this moment of smooth softness as you realize it just went right down his esophagus. Yeah, and then it hits his tailbone, and he is KO'd as he freezes up and starts spasming.
Ooh, I want to yell, hold
Falls
it
down.
there. No,
Hold it there?
Keep
Falls down
Ah.
to the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna spit on
Lifeless.
him.
Okay, you can see a glyph that appeared on his armor just fade. And you are the statue releases and goes back to its normal position.
But I am still clutched.
Yeah, you're still about 3 feet off the ground, just like holding on to.
And my eyes are still closed, and I
Just snuggling up on his chest.
I open my eyes to see.
And with that, the battle has ended.
So, can I walk up to this guy? Is his body on the ground?
His body is on the ground, still spasming a little bit.
I want to pull the sword off of my back, the great sword, and just like plunge it into his chest, and cast Animate Dead, and turn him into a zombie, basically. Yeah.
As these black veins start to curl up his face and his eyes go white and clouded over, and his skin gets more and more pale.
Put my sword away and just say, "Welcome back!"
And you can still hear the as the javelin is still inside of. He's got 2 areas where his vocal cords have just been completely obliterated.
I'm gonna ask Stunky to please remove the javelins from our new friend here, would you?
Hercheck
that.
just sits down against that pillar.
I'm gonna look him over once just to see how he is, my new prize.
Other than the grievous, I mean, obviously fatal wounds that he's been afflicted with, and now the blood, and even darker blood substance sort of pooling out and coating
You
his
choose
armor.
bones.
That looks good.
He
That
looks like
good.
he looks like a great undead underling.
You can choose bones.
You look good.
and,
You look good. All right.
okay.
I want
Can
to.
I take... So I have that ring that Penki gave me that helped heal me. Can I...
You don't. It disappeared.
Oh,
No, I'm also
that's
going.
right.
I'm also going to
It
cast
absorbed
Prayer
into
of
my
Healing.
skin.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You casting what?
Prayer of Healing on everybody around. So I'm gonna gather everybody around, gather around, and whoever gets near me, I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing, and then yeah.
Okay.
6 creatures within range gain 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier hit points back.
So go ahead and roll 2d8, and then everybody will add that to their hits. hit
Oh
points.
yeah.
5,
So what are the rules of Animate Dead?
7.
This spell creates
8,
an
9,
undead
10,
servant.
11.
Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or zombie if you choose corpse.
Going corpse.
On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command any creature you made with this spell. If the creature is within 60 feet of you, if you control multiple creatures, you can command any or all of them at the same time, issuing the same command to each. You decide what action the creature will take and where it will move during its next turn. Or you can issue a general command, such as to guard a particular chamber or corridor. If you issue no commands, the creature only defends itself against hostile creatures. Once given an order, the creature continues to follow it until its task is complete. The creature is under your control for 24 hours.
Then I have to recast it.
After which it stops obeying any command you give it. To maintain control of the creature for another 24 hours, you must cast a spell on the creature again before the current 24-hour period ends. The use of this spell reasserts your control over the creatures you have animated with this spell, rather than animating a new one.
I'm looking for like hit points.
Oh. No, it doesn't say what hit points. I'm just guessing it's the creature. I don't know. That's why.
So Penki goes,
Before you get out of hand with this whole undead business, we should probably search him for the key.
It's one undead. Give me the key. Give me the key.
he goes, and you can see there's no dexterity to his hands. It's just like one like clumsily lifts up a flap, and the other hand just like goes in. You can see it like fumbling around a little bit as it just like.
This may take a while.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
And you can see the key along with some gold fly or just like tumble down to the ground. Ting ting
I
ting.
got it. I picked the key up and who wanted this? Was it Penki? Yeah, Penki, take the key and flip it over to him.
As you flick it over, it just lands on the ground and bounces again. And Penki goes,
I'm over here.
and his invisibility fades as he's about 4 feet to the left of where you threw it. And he goes and clambers it, and then goes and gets the key and puts it in his bag of holding. And it's a very, very intricate key as well.
But I would like to trade shields with the paladin though. Or the zombie guy, like, give me your shield. Here, take this.
Okay.
And here's this old shield. It's pretty good, but I want the silver one.
Anybody else doing
Do I
anything?
look shiny and regal?
I'm honestly gonna just stand there with my eyes closed and do this, as that was like the most embrace I felt ever.
Okay, just like even as you're not registering how hard and just finite the grip was around you, and to where you couldn't budge or almost breathe at all. It's just the fact that it was willing embrace.
Yeah, sorry for if anybody's listening to this. I'm giving myself a hug.
Oh,
with my eyes closed.
Penki goes,
Well, now that I used up my invisibility, I hope you guys have a brilliant plan as to how we're going to bypass the soldiers to get to the inner mausoleum.
Well, we killed their captain. Maybe that counts for something. Probably
So
not.
what, we bring his severed head to them and go, let us through.
He's not severed. He's a zombie.
He looks
could
very dead though. Still.
maybe
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe he can go ahead of us. And
give me an hour and I may
I've
be
seen
able to whip up
worse of the living.
something. Give me an hour and I may be able to whip something up with him, but other than that, I can't do anything.
We can use this garden as a sanctuary.
if you look around, the hedges have removed back in place, forming a maze once more.
Ah. I would like to rest.
yeah, maybe there's a magical fountain of healing in this maze.
You need to rest a
with
full 8
fairies
hours.
that heal us.
Butterflies.
Oh yeah,
Hmm?
butterflies.
Remember, though, time is still of the essence because the base is still on alert with presumed reinforcements on their way.
Oh, wait.
So you definitely don't have enough time for a long rest. You might be able to get a short rest in, but
I'm backtracking to the
there's-
fountain.
So
there's
they
never
can
a sense of
navigate the
perfect
maze
comfort.
too.
Yeah.
You imagine the people who guard this area will be able to navigate the maze, but
I-
but at the same time, it's like reinforcements are coming, meaning that the regiment will be resupplied, more people will come, defenses will be increased. They'll be actively looking for someone.
Okay.
Is any of us the same size as the captain?
The captain was an elf of maybe about like 5'10", 5'11" stature.
How tall are you?
I don't think I'm that tall.
Basically, can any of us wear his outfit? Because, I mean, it did cover most of his face.
I don't
Hercheck,
think
you're small
that-
for a barbarian, aren't you?
I wouldn't fit.
I
don't think that anybody could pull off the captain. Anybody here?
Yeah.
I don't think I wrote down my height.
I'm 6'2", but I'm ash gray with cold stuff falling off of me. So it's like, your captain turned into a necromancer person.
Penki sort of like on all fours crawls over to you, Hercheck, and he goes,
I wouldn't let it get you down, big man. He had no intention of fighting fair from the start. There's something about what he's wearing that allows him to control those statues. I saw him preparing them. Given more time, he would.
I just look at Penki and just go, shut up.
Scrambles away.
Penki.
But one thing to know about Hercheck is a very sore loser. So, good luck.
You just, as he scrambles away to the right, you get tapped on the left shoulder from his hand. He goes, boo! And then he just his hand goes. If you remember, Penki can elongate his limbs.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh.
I say, I still say that we go down south and try to head straight through the front door.
Take on all the guards. I love it.
Penki.
Maybe we can lure one of them, one by one, into the walled area, that corridor, like we did before. We had good success there.
Yeah. You said that the captain was able to control those statues with a rune or something on his armor.
There's something about an item that he has that allows him to do so.
Can I search the captain for that?
He currently belongs to Val over there. Property
He
of
might attack
Valros
you
in
if you-
Victari.
Phileas. Yes, you, Phileas. I named him Phileas. So, give whatever helps you control the statues up. I don't know if that's too complicated for you. Maybe it is. Is that too complicated for him
You
to
just
follow?
see him take his left hand and rip it off, and he throws it at your foot.
Fantastic.
And
This
you
is
can
what he
see as it
used.
slides to a halt, there is a ring on his finger.
I'd pick the arm up and take the ring off, and there you go, and sort of.
Yeah, it's this ring with a blue gem on top.
There you go, dots and
Okay.
Toya, there you go.
I'd like to put the ring on.
Okay,
Does it glow or anything?
not quite.
I would-
Penki snickers and he goes,
Items of such magnitude you typically have to attune to, little one.
I would like to use mend on the guy's arm to put it back on.
okay. Yeah, it's like a skeleton just putting one of his limbs back on. And that there
Don't-
wasn't much there keeping it on to begin with.
Don't
so
do that again.
It doesn't take much to.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try the ring?
Absolutely.
I can identify things for you, should you wish.
Oh, okay.
And should I feel like it.
Please.
Keep a close watch on that
Please,
ring of
Penki.
yours.
Remember
I'll
those
pet you
pets?
too.
Remember those pets? You got 2 pets now.
Your pets got you all invisibility, which we can no longer use anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting.
So you
Those
can't
were-
do
those
that
were
again.
This is
bedtime
not a double
pets.
bargain.
And now you have a second person to pet you. If you help identify
I
this
just want the
ring.
crown.
You could
If you
finish
say
it
that you can
first.
identify this, seems pretty handy in this situation. Maybe you should just do it.
Lumbering around a giant statue I fail to see the utility of in this situation.
We could control
The
the
statue,
statues to
attacked
make a
us.
surrounding barrier of us, you know?
We
And
could
walk
use
with
the statue to
statues.
attack the guards.
Yeah.
With my strategy of going full force head on, we could use it.
You got anything physical? Hmm?
Huh?
Any gems? Any shinies?
You took everything.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. Did you find anything on the way?
I tell Phileas to empty his pockets of gold.
When we get back,
he
on
takes
the other
the
side.
sack and he goes, and there's about, counting it, 75 gold pieces
Will that be enough,
come out of the
Penki?
sack. Yeah, that's all of his gold.
Will that be enough, Penki? Mm.
You would vouch for this one, Barkeep.
I just want to get this done so I can go back into my nice cold sleep.
Good point.
He rushes up to it, and he, like a very eccentric sort of antique appraiser, he takes out this monocle with like the many different tiers of monocle added onto it, and he looks it up and down, and he goes,
Ah, this is the will of the Gorgon. You can control, well, you know, statues with it.
I'll send you the stats. It's pretty.
You have to attune to it for about half an hour. Just put it on and think really hard about all the different things that you'll do with it.
You can have, pretty much, you can control 4 statues, but 1 can move at a time, if that makes sense. So when you're traveling, you can really only have 1 with you, if that's what you want to do. And the stats will come based off of pretty much the material that the statue is made out of.
So, can you describe the different statues?
These statues are all the same, exactly the same.
Oh, well then I'll just take same material, same height, same.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is decapitated, though. One did hug you, though.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb up on its shoulders. And like I'm a.
Okay. The statue's maybe about 8 feet tall, so yeah, he's just walking forward as your like big statue guardian.
Oh, I hope I get to take this back. I really do. Well, hopefully this will help us make our way to the gate. Does anybody else have another idea as to which way to go?
Oh, sorry, half an hour has passed then, if you're already controlling him. So. Oh, I see. The large hedges, not the bushes around the statues. Yes, they do. With time, yes. Yeah. So. Yes. Roll survival. Hold on. When is this taking place? This is very important. Are you doing this while everybody's walking out? While Tim is walking out and the hedges are shuffling into place? Okay. So as you crawl into the bush, I want you to make an intelligence check before you do this.
Intelligence?
Yeah. How long was it off for?
Only for like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
$12.
12. Yeah, no, you crawl in, and as Tim is walking parallel to you, and the hedges are shifting and the vines are moving and pulling them back and reorganizing them, you take.
Oh no.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh my God.
as the vines are curling around you, wrapping around, pulling you in, and just pulling your muscles out and beating you, and almost like ragdolling you inside of the bushes as they're reforming.
And making you feel real stupid.
Alright.
You guys see just like some blood come from the direction you saw Thunky go in.
Can it just spit me out, please?
Yeah, we'll say that as he continues to move and as they continue to shift, it pulls back just enough. Sorry, it ruins you first, and then sort of like the next half of its movement is just sort of curling off around you and leaving you in the fetal
I'm gonna
position.
crawl away like, the bushes, we can't use them.
Even I don't know what you were thinking with that one.
I don't know. I figured they were on wheels or something.
It's a good try. Really good try.
Okay, so the final hedge shifts out of place, revealing the courtyard to you all. And what is your next step right now?